Hello. This will be my first actual, I guess, video in my series. Kind of like a video diary, I guess. It's just kind of whatever. I'm just gonna do whatever. I'm very sick. I don't know with what. I'm going to the clinic tomorrow to figure out what, but boyfriend made me sick. But I knew he was sick and I didn't care. I was gonna kiss him anyway. Because I don't give a fuck. But it is Sunday night, which is when I normally feed the snakes. So, we're going to get out snake food. I have everything out. Excuse me for all the coughs. We're gonna get out everything that the snakes are gonna eat tonight. Now everyone is eating. Last week the three biggest did not eat because they got big meals the week before, so we're gonna get put some gloves on to make this easier. And because I'm sick, I have my Ziplocs. I have a big one for the bigger ones and a small one for the smaller ones. Now, this is I'm gonna need my scale, actually. Because I don't know how much this right is. I do not have a lot of room here. I'm prepared. Okay. Yeah, that's a jinx rat. Okay. Okay, so Jinx is rat. That's what Jinx is getting. Which means I'm gonna need something bigger. She's just gonna get a small rat with Maya. So, got 3 small rats here. This can get a Medusa. 93 and 90. Yeah. I'll give this. Okay. So we've got rat for Jinx, rat for Medusa, and rat for Zabaya. That's the big ones. Now, these are the winged rats. Zappy is going to get one of these. Oh, 43. Yeah. Zappy's rat. Okay, and that's all that's gonna go in there. I totally fucked that up. That's okay. I got it. I'm not in my right headspace. I've been tired all day. And it's fine. It's fine. in there. all the smaller ones. Let's see. Well, Zappy technically is a little smaller, but in the smaller bag is going to be Hydra and the corn snakes. Hydra gets a nice fat pup rat. It don't matter which one. I'm just going to grab one. It goes in the bag. I could probably put all of these in there, but if I put them all in the same bag, then they don't really do well. I actually may take Zappies out and warm it up with the smaller ones so that there's less in that big bag. Because I want them all to thaw kind of the same, at the same rate. And if there's too much in the bag, then they don't, then obviously stuff in the middle doesn't thaw out as quickly. I got 3 more corn snakes on Saturday, yesterday. Here's my pinkies. And I've been trying to double feed the 3 corns I have because they're growing. They're big growing babies. So, but since these 3 are new, I'm just going to give them a pinky a piece. And maybe next week I'll start giving them 2 because they are a little bit bigger too. So, I'm just gonna grab 9. So there's 4. And it should be, this is 4, so it's 5. 5 pinkies. Now we seal that up. And then I've got a pitcher that I'm currently using. I fill water in the pitcher, hot water, as hot as I can get it from the sink. Fill it up with hot water, and then I put the bags. I said I was going to put Zappies in here. I did do that. Okay. Seal the bags up nice and tight, because some snakes don't like wet rats. Sometimes they don't mind it, sometimes they don't care. Fill them up nice and tight, airtight as you can get them. Drop them down the hot water. Once the water is no longer hot, let it set for about 20-30 minutes. Once it's no longer hot, I take the rats out, fill it back up with the hottest water that I can. Again, leave it again until they are thawed. Obviously the pinkies thaw out a lot faster than anything else because they're so tiny. Anyways, so that's it. I'll get to that in a second. I'll get that. I get the water going in a second. Your friendly reminder. We're gonna switch subjects real quick. Friendly reminder today. Take driving seriously, please, for the love of everything. Take driving seriously. Jake oftentimes will just take me home with him on the weekends. Of course, we're moving soon, so it's not going to be an issue anymore. But while we've been dating, occasionally I will drive down and just spend the weekend so that I can drive myself back. But if he comes up for one night and then we go back down to his place for the other night of the weekend, then a lot of times he'll just take me and then he'll bring me back home on Sunday night. And we were doing that today, and what should have taken roughly 45-50 minutes to get home took us over an hour, because while we were on the road, starting like 5 minutes into our drive, we encountered 3 wrecks. 3 wrecks just to bring me home tonight. 3 separate wrecks. 2 of them We had to run around. We couldn't even see the accident. They were bad enough, and that they had to block off a whole section coming and going and reroute traffic twice. Two separate instances. Because when we started going one way, there's like two ways we can go. One way's a little longer than the other, so we go the shorter way, obviously, typically. So we started going that way, and it was bad enough that the firefighters were rerouting traffic, and they were like, yeah, the road's going to be shut down for several hours. And I was like, oh God, that's pretty bad. It's pretty fucking bad. So we went the other way, the longer way, because we didn't know where it was or how far it was going to be blocked off. And then we encountered another collision that we were able to pass by. It wasn't as big a deal on the way, and then we were nearly to my town, and they had the other main road blocked off coming and going again, and it was so far down, they had blocked it off far up enough where, again, we couldn't even see the accident, and they were blocking it off like, no, you can't come this way, you gotta reroute. So it's just mind-blowing to me. Put down your pride, put aside your pride, put aside your, oh, I'll be fine, I'm paying enough attention, it's good enough. We've gotten too complacent, far too complacent with driving, and people are worried about snakes and spiders, and they're terrified, and planes, and I'm terrified of planes, and I've been scared of spiders my whole life, even though I'm working on that, working on rectifying that right now. But like, the real dangers are stuff we do every day. The real dangers are people we encounter in passing we don't even know, or driving, people just doing stupid stuff because they're not paying attention. That's where you need to be paying attention. Just be smart, use your common sense. You don't have to be a college student or college graduate to know how you should be driving. Like, pay attention. Just pay attention. Put the phones down. Put on some music. I rock out. But I'm still watching the road. Like, I'm still always, looking in the rear view, looking to the side, just looking all around, being observant. Like, and I know everybody's like, well, I drive fine. It's the other people I need to worry about. Well, yeah, it is. You're right. But if you are observant enough, if you're paying enough attention, then you can help mitigate that too. Like, maybe it won't be as bad. Maybe you'll still crash, but it won't be as bad. Or, whatever. Like, just always be observant while driving, because there's so many lives lost. It's stupid. And it's completely, avoidable. Completely avoidable. So, that's your PSA today. Now that I got heated over that and got on a soapbox. Anyways, we're switching subjects again. On a lighter note, I'm calling it. I'm sick, so I'm gonna call into work tomorrow. And depending on how I feel, possibly Tuesday also, which is fine because I've got stuff to do anyway. I gotta start packing up stuff here. We're gonna try to move everything within the next couple weeks. So maybe my next video will be set up in the new house. Well, it'll be partially set up anyway. It's probably not gonna be a stationary fixed setup because we've got to do. So we're gonna try to set up a room in the base a room in the basement as kind of like our office, but the floor is extremely unlevel, and we got to fix that, and we also want to be able to block off all the cats from the computers, because we don't want their fur getting, because the computers are nasty right now. We have to blow them out all the time. So to cut down on that, obviously we want to try to keep the cats, as many of the cats out of the office as we can. So we got to put up a wall and a door and all that fun stuff. So maybe changing things here and there. Starting this new journey with me. It's gonna be interesting. I'll talk about a lot of stuff in my past, a lot of stuff in the present, a lot of stuff, my future hopes, dreams, what I'm working toward, stuff like that. Just looking for people that feel like me, like-minded people. If it gets nowhere, it's fine. I'm doing it mostly for me. Get stuff off my chest. I've never been good with sticking with a diary. Maybe this will be different. I'm gonna go feed these snakes because they are looking at me. They're out and about. They're like, Mom, where's the food? I know it's the day. Where's the food? Fat tomato. Alright. Take this.